Welcome back. Rico Moneybags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification is lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. It's very important, especially when we got things like this. What, the market pumped up on everybody out of nowhere? What are we talking about? And then we're going to have some special guests come up as well. So if you guys are excited for this stream, if you guys are excited that the market's pumped up, if you're excited that BNB's pumping, that the interest rates cut happened, then the Feds did what they had to do. Interest rates cut, man. That's pretty bullish, and we've seen the pump from that coming on. But we're going to go technical style. We're going to jump into the markets. We're going to jump into BTC, some of your favorite blue chips. So when you guys fill this up, get the can do Chads in here as well, because I have a Chad that I'm going to bring up to the stage, fam, and it's going to be pretty bullish because one of his articles hit really home with me, because obviously I've been around the cycle a couple times, and some of this stuff is very, very important for people to understand and get a grip around. So make sure you guys smash the like button, share this in your TG, your Discord, send your mom a text message with the link to this. Let her know we got some Chads up here that are going to be talking crypto. Let your dad know, let your family know, let your enemies know it's time to have some fun in cryptocurrency, because one of my favorite questions is always, did you cry or did you buy? That's probably one of the funniest ones right now. But we got the overall crypto market cap right back over $4 trillion market cap, fam. We got Ethereum pumping up 14%. We got BTC pumping up 4%. XRP doing its thing, 7.43%. We got Solana at 199. I'm not surprised. We said that we will be doing live streams and videos of Solana over $200. If you wanted to be a Jeet, that was on you. If you wanted to get rug and lose your Solana for no reason, that's on you. But we got some hot plays we'll talk about as well. Link is showing out right now, $27 on Link. But this is what we got for a market. We got BNB all-time high after all-time high. If you're a BNB play listening right now, I just posted this in the XPX chat. Of course, you guys know we're going to talk about XPX. I want you guys to raid this right here. This is the article that's on top of CMC, and it's talking about BNB. So if you're part of the Agape, if you're part of XPX, Feg Token, any BNB play, you definitely want to leave some comments down here. Let's see who's here. You definitely want to leave some comments on here, because this is front page marketing for you on BNB stuff. And of course, we got, the interest rate cuts. That was fire, made the whole market pump. Look at this instant God candle coming right out for everybody. And again, fam, when the markets are fearful, you need to be greedy. When the markets are greedy, you need to be fearful. The markets have turned right back around. I know we're having a good time, but this is what goes down, fam. All right, so we got BTC. And this is what we talked about. I'm going to get these indicators out the way so it's not as loud. Make sure you guys get the stream up. We're almost there, man. We're going to have a special guest up, man. We're going to be talking about some true fundamentals that I think everybody should really listen to. So we're going to get into the main blue chips, and then we're going to jump into this Chad that I got waiting backstage, fam. Yes, backstage. So this is why I want to talk about this. This is why I know, even though sometimes it's like, Rico, we're talking about support and resistance again and again, and I know it can get redundant, but this is why it's important, because we actually see where we get to connect these dots. We're reading in between the lines so we can connect these dots. And what we have been talking about is this prior resistance becoming future support. And that's what we have right here. We did get a break underneath the 50. We did fill the gap, like we've been saying, hey, possibly we're going to be filling this gap. Why? Because a lot of times, do we just put this arrow here for no reason? Yeah, it's not picture perfect, but if we move this over, this is exactly what I've been talking about for like 2 weeks already, of this at least one time becoming a support. Prior resistance, a lot of time becomes future support, and the market understands it. Then you get interest rate cuts, and the market gets all excited, and then for sure we start turning this thing around. This is where we start adding the indicators to see if we got some action. Now, on the daily chart, we don't have too much of our, favorite indicators showing us some love. We got the Blunt House TA. We still don't have a buy signal on this one. The 200 moving average, if we add this one right here, we still don't got the parabolic SAR on the bottom of this. But when we go down to the 4-hour chart, this is where we get an idea of what's all this leading up to, right? So here we go with the 4-hour chart on BTC. And we're seeing this thing flip right around, which is pretty exciting if you ask me, because, again, this is this area that we pointed out, prior resistance becoming future support. Now we have the crosses on the bottom. We got the buy signal. We're breaking over the 50. We're breaking over the 200 moving average. And at the same time, the volume profile, these gaps are being filled, coming up to the point of control, which we talked about yesterday, which was 118. If BTC can break past this 118, continue this bullish momentum, we're going to go towards this upper valley range and possibly fill this gap where we start going right back into that price discovery. That is all lining up for us, fam. Whether you're, bullish on BTC, whether you're bullish on ETH, the markets are really hot right now. We've been trading this one nonstop. This one's like the Fed. This one's been printing nonstop for us. But let's go to ETH, and then we're almost there. We'll bring our guests up. I want to see those triple digits on the stream, so make sure you guys do that because I think it's important to everybody hear a little bit about this article for sure. So starting off with ETH, nice breakout, nice green buy signal on the daily chart. You guys notice I'm always zoomed out when it comes to this. I like to zoom way out. When you're too zoomed in, what happens is you panic sell, and then the market turns right back around on you, and then you get wrecked. Then now your philosophy and all this internal talk is all off, and that's how you get wrecked, fam. So ETH is looking really good with some buy signals, of course, going towards back some all-time highs, trying to get over 5K. That would be a super bullish. But let's go to the 4-hour chart and get a real look at what's going on. So we still got buy signals. We still got, the upper valley range being attacked right now. If BTC can break its all-time high, you're most likely going to see everything else start to just really crush its all-time high back to back, maybe for the next week, especially with the interest rate cuts to happen. So right now, yesterday was talking about the downside. Now we're talking about the upside. It's like all-time high after all-time high, especially when it comes here to ETH. It's right there. It's not that far. So I really think that ETH is ready to break 5K. You guys let me know down in the chat. If it would come down, the point of control would be this price right here, this 4,300. If it wanted to go lower, this would be this 3,800. These are the ranges that we're in right now. We're almost there, man. Let's get Solana up here. And then we're going to go to BNB. I know the BNB people are happy. We're happy, of course. Let's go to Solana right here. We're seeing some amazing buy signals on this one right here. I know it might be a little bit noisy for those who are new, but eventually these indicators, man, you'll catch on to them, and you'll be thankful that we lay these on back to back because they really do help. They really, really do give you a bird's eye perspective of what's going on right here. And even if you remove the indicators, the 50 moving average is a really solid one to use as well. You see it's just break over the 50, support on the 50 moving average, another support on the 50 moving average, and going towards, breaking these highs right here, getting into that 208. So the same thing, you could see where this support is happening. You're getting higher lows, and this uptrend is being identified right here. So even without all the indicators, you guys could use, simple indicators to help you identify the trend. But these are my buy and sell signals right here. This thing, I see buy signal, boom, I pull the trigger. I'm not even playing around. The next one I would wait for is this cross on the bottom, and we're going to see some really nice breaking out on Solana. Now for the downside, obviously we got this 184. We got the tap right here on the 200 moving average, which is 165. But even lower, if the market for some reason loses momentum, we'll keep an eye on 150. We'll go to BNB, and then we're going to bring up our special guest, the Chad into space. Hopefully we got some Can-Do people up in here, some Can-Do Chad and Chadettes, because it is a Can-Do Chad, fam. It is a Can-Do Chad we're about to bring up. Whoa, no way. Jace, man, what's going on? Is BNB headed towards $1,000? No way. No way. I've been telling people since I don't know how long ago not to fade BNB. You don't want to fade. It'll be one of the things that hurt you the most, fading BNB. Do not fade BNB. BNB is making things happen. I know they just got a deal in with a bank, and I think it's in the Emirates. I'm not sure. I had one eye open, one eye closed in the morning. I was reading a bunch of articles, but I mean, BNB is here to send it. So let's look at BNB right now. Price discovery all over BNB. Obviously, you guys know we're super bullish on BNB with all the asset backing. Guys, right now, XPX has strong potential to go really towards all-time high because that asset backing pushing it. Any buys is going to push XPX really high right now because BNB is about to break $900. We got love from the Can-Do fam. Yeah, I got a Can-Do Chad that I'm about to bring up. We're not that far off after this BNB talk. We're going to bring in some fundamentals that I think is super important for people to realize. I checked out his article. It hit so hard. I was like, yeah, we need to let everybody know about this. But BNB looking really good on the daily chart. If you would have got in on this buy signal, zoomed out, not worried about all that, lower time frames, you could have got into BNB over here, 760. A nice little long all the way to almost $900. That's why when you zoom out, you can still make a lot of money. a good amount of money at that. I mean, it's actually, you know, it gets pretty easy to a certain extent when you start doing this on a regular basis. If you guys are tapped in with me, you guys want to print and keep the printer on nonstop, tap in with me. I got some links for you guys in the description. It's free. You guys can join the Telegram. I don't need you guys to pay to get in this Telegram. I'm printing every single day. So if you guys want to be a part of the print session, you guys want to join in and figure out what we're doing over here, we're using some of the stuff that we're talking about today, and then we're applying that on BYD5. We got some referral codes down below, and we're always doing giveaways for BYD5. But I mean, back-to-back gains on CFX, which is the one that I like to trade. The liquidity is there and the volume is there for me to jump in and out of these trades and make some money, fam. That's what we're here to do. And I like to make some money and then put it into my favorite plays. So it shows you guys that when the market was all spooked and it came down here, we were just waiting for our buy signal, and now these things took off. Same thing happened with CFX. You know, if you look at CFX, it was this horrible downturn, same thing, and out of nowhere, you get a nice, this is the 15-minute candle I got in right here. 15-minute candles, I love it. Look at this breakout right here. Absolutely amazing what's happening. And the markets are just hot. So I really think that we see BNB going to all-time high and beyond, fulfilling what we talked about a long time ago of BNB going past 1K. It's going to happen, and maybe it goes even higher than that. Now, if it came to the downside, let's talk about that as well. We got the point of control right here, 844. It could fill this gap right where this 200 moving average is landing right here and go down to $800. If the market, you know, lost a little bit of its steam and, you know, people are not as excited and not as euphoric as they were when the interest rates got cut right away, then we can see a little bit of a shakeout, but nothing to be concerned about. Like, it's going to go over 1K, fam. That's just a guarantee. So now that we got some great numbers in the live stream, I do want to bring up our special guest, fam, and then we're going to have some fun. We're going to switch it up. We got a lot of projects to talk about today, but I want to make sure that, yeah, we have some fun with our guests. So let's bring them up right now. What's up, broski? How's it going? We got a can-do Chad in the space. How you feeling today?
Oh, so honored and appreciative to be here, Rico. Being in your presence with your energy radiating into me, I'm just a better man. I'm a better person.
I love you, bro. You're a real one. That's great. Yeah, you got that can-do vibe all over you, no matter what.
God, I got some vibe right now.
That radiating energy, I swear you guys are something else. I love it, man. But we got something
getting nervous though. Oh, this is wild.
No, but we got something special to talk about because, you know, you had tagged me in something. You're like, hey, I want you to check out this post. Let me know what you think. And then I start going over this post. I'm like, wait a minute. This is some alpha in this post, right? So to have you up here is also my honor as well, bro, because we're grinding in the same space. We're putting in the overtime on the overtime, and, you know, we're rubbing elbows with the right people in the space. And you know what? We all bring something very unique to the space. And I think your article was something that hit really hard with me. And I think it's some alpha for the whole space, man. So if you want to share your screen, let me know if you're ready, and then I can share that for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, full disclosure, I meant what I said. I think what I had said to you, I was looking for feedback in particular with the video. So if there's something you see in the video in terms of presentation and your audience, I don't want that to go by the wayside. High praise coming from you, who is a reservoir of information and knowledge and experience. So, but always looking to learn and grow. And I don't want that to be lost. Like, hearing you say that to me is like, gosh, you're just making me more nervous, bro.
The nervous is good, bro. You don't think I'm nervous up here? Man, I love nervous, man. That's what keeps you safe, man. You know, I mean, a lot of people try to pretend like they don't have emotions like humans, but these emotions, that's how they get you to tap into that adrenaline rush. And the next you know, you hit this flow state, you know. So that's a good sign, man.
All right. So you know, I think what you and I had a brief powwow before this. You know, you can lead me or guide me or guide me if I go by the wayside. Really, you know, I think something that I do kind of well at times is I can read the room. By no means am I one of the Chads or Chadettes who is in, you know, the Telegram 8-12 hours a day, and to me those are the real heroes. However, to compliment myself or anyone for that matter, we absolutely all have a role to play. And for me, I think like kind of reading the room and seeing what's going on and also burying myself in the research um, is kind of an important, like, what do you want to call it? It's part of my process, I guess. And, seeing that, the price action is extremely challenging, right? And it is really kind of looking at individual trees. It's not looking at the forest and the big picture. And in order to really ground myself in reality, sometimes I just dig into the metrics that the metrics posts that I share, whether it be the holders. Honestly, quite frankly, the holders is feels really, really important to me. The volume used to be really important to me, but learning from other people, staying tuned into crypto information and streamers like yourself and some others, my other quants, if you will, your volume is very dead and very low across the market, right? So I said, like, well, how am I going to deal with, how am I going to handle these feelings, the emotions, I'm going to call them. And so I dug into the information, and I kind of had this idea for an article, and we've talked, like, originally when I joined Kendu, the idea was like, we're the next ship, we're the next ship. I still believe that we very well are going to be the next big mover, join that billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar club. But I realized that that's not going to come through magic, right? No one's going to conjure that into existence. It is going to come through work. It is going to come through conviction. It is going to come through leadership. It is going to come through, people within the Kendu community leading by example, and also recognizing our various strengths and our roles to play. So I started putting this together, this article, and I realized, much like, my journey after 2021, I just started researching Bitcoin and cycles and all this stuff. Said, well, let me research past coins, because I had a pretty strong understanding from the role that SHIB played for us early on, and so if you take a look, right, I think you wanted me to maybe show this, right? Like,
that's one of them for sure.
Right. August 1st. What is it? August 1st, like, look at the price action. You lost, like I said, in the video, you lost over 95% of the value. It's wild. And so effectively, like, what I did with the video, I kind of thought about where people are at, and something that maybe I could do better was, maybe if I have a video, it would appeal to people to be like, what, I'll watch this video and have less actual text. So I tried to blend the two. And basically what I found is that every single coin that was successful has had these 90%, 80%, and sometimes even more drawdowns. It is literally par for the course. And so again, immersing myself in that reality is kind of, quite frankly, soothing to me. Like you said at the beginning of the stream, like, I have emotions. I feel them, and I'm not going to ignore them. However, when I allow the emotions to drive my actions, that's when I'm kind of going to fuck up, right? In past cycles, I know, I was 2017. I wasn't a very experienced trader. I went to, like, the first guy I knew about back when I lived in the Bay Area in California, the first dude I knew about who had talked about, Bitcoin, and like, what was it? I think it was after the 2017 peak. And I was like, oh, what do I do? Should I, like, take whatever I had like a sizable amount of ETH at that point. And I was like, oh, should I? And so I flipped my ETH into something else, chasing the next pump, looking for the next green candle, right? And what do? You end up getting yourself wrecked, right? So, here we are, and I just, I jumped in, and we got Pengu with massive drawdown, SPX 6900, Pepe, all of them. And I kind of let the information, the data, be my leading force. I feel like I went on a massive tangent, Rico.
No. The thing is that we have to let people know this. Honestly, I went through this experience myself. This is part of the reason why this article and your video hit so hard, is because I witnessed a lot of this stuff. And if people don't understand this is how they have to go through a whole cycle. I can just keep my mouth shut and everything I learned from the cycles and just do really good myself. YouTube doesn't pay any bills or nothing like that, right? It doesn't make any money. I just love doing this, right? But at the end of the day, like even BTC, we're talking about Pepe, we're talking about Pengu, we're talking about, the meme coins. But what about when BTC went from 69,000 down to 18,000? So there's these moments where, where you get really tested. And, it's really good to break this down to people, because there are a lot of new people in the space right now. And let's not make them go through a whole lesson like we had to go through. And it makes for a stronger space overall.
Yeah, and to stick on that, I also, have some people that I've connected with, and I'm trying to do a better job of, like, again, finding my way and maybe what my role is within the community. And so I'm, finding myself talking to people like privately in DMs and reaching out and checking on people and this, that, and the other thing. And I guess for some crazy reason, some people seem to think I know what's going on and they trust me, which I really appreciate. But like you said, like, why have to go through that? I was talking with someone, about something today, like about the need to, like, take breaks and step away. I had a buddy back in, 2021, man, I needed that guy, but he went dark. He went dark in 2021, and I respected that. And if I could do it all over again, I would not respect that shit. I would text him up and be like, yo, what, I'd be like, what do I do? But I respect it, right? He went dark. He turns off notifications. He does, he doesn't want me to text about it. And, like, those kind of ideas, like, at one point in this cycle, I actually turned off the notification, from CoinGecko. Because if you're not protecting your mental health, you are liable to make a less than favorable decision. And at the end of the day, like, I believe in Kendu, and I think what I've realized through this process is I really believe in the community, right? None of this is possible. Shib, Pepe, Pengu, all of them, right? People have always said community is the utility, right? And I was like, I don't really get it. It feels like a hollow crypto platitude. But let me tell you, in writing this article in the last month or two, I get it now. I really, really do. Because I know when I go on vacation or I have something challenging, like, the Kendu community continues to show up. There's a lot of experience. There's a lot of knowledge. I think we've talked a lot, and we have done our best to live it in terms of, like, being a welcoming community and a place where people can learn, right? In my personal profession, for example, I'm a teacher. And what I realized a couple of years ago is it's kind of like Groundhog Day, right? Not in terms of a day, but it's Groundhog Day in terms of the course of a year. The students that come through my door are developmentally at the same exact place every single year. And just because I have become wise and knowledgeable and more experienced doesn't mean that I can necessarily teach them, at a 5 years of experience with this content. Right? I still need to meet their needs. And it's the same thing in crypto, in that we've got people who are coming in. And another reason why the people who are in Kendu every single day for 8, 10, 12 hours, that is a monumental task. And people need to realize that they are fielding the same questions and challenges, and they are dealing with the same emotions. And if you're not, putting up the work and you're contributing, whatever way that is, as I've heard Satoshi and Josh, and I know Stacy, like, oh man, sorry. Anyway, I'm going tangential. My bad. Like, if you're not, I'm sorry. I'm just.
I like
seeing
that.
your face, by the way, laughing as I'm like losing my mind. It calms.
You're passionate, bro. You're passionate.
I am,
bro.
but, like, I'm kind of seeing things a lot more clearly, right? Like, we need to welcome these people, and when retail comes, it's going to be really, really important. And my point of that I got way off there was, like, people doing that every day is, I'm not sure that I could do that. And you know what? That's okay. But I can't stress enough how appreciative I am, because, like, this stuff in this article is gospel, right? If I really understood this article that I wrote 8 months, 12 months, 10 months ago, I might have made some different decisions. But you know what? I don't regret that. I haven't sold any Kendu, and that was the plan that I set for myself, right? And everyone should be setting a plan. I believe in the ultimate goal that I would that I would argue would make us successful, right? It's these 10% pumps, these 20% pumps. Like, I'm not getting excited until we get back to, and I assume when we do, we will blow past all-time high. Then I'll start to feel excited. Then I'll allow myself those emotions, but I'm not. I'm shutting it off. And with respect to anyone else, that's my plan. That's my approach. Doesn't mean it has to be their way of handling, like our price action and our things that they want to be, celebrate, right? That's just me.
Yeah.
I just said a lot, man.
No, you know what, bro? I love the passion. I see your community pulling up. The Can Do Chads are here. I mentioned you guys even in a massive interview with Gen Zio Media, just because I think that community is everything. I remember when you guys started pulling up to my stream before you guys went up to $200 and something million market cap. I said, hey, this is giving me 2021 vibes like all day. Like it was one of the reasons I knew that we were in for the bull run, because it was like, wait a minute, I haven't seen this kind of level of excitement. And to be honest with you, this level of like unhingedness, I don't know if that's really a word. You're a teacher, you can let me know about that. But this level of unhingedness from this community that was like, okay, this is 2021. You can't fade those type of vibes, because you'll be kicking yourself in the butt later on. I've been there with Sheep. I was talking about Pepe during live streams with these people that, serious investors, during a time where if you look during the bear market, nobody was talking about these meme coins. And I was like, dude, this Pepe thing, I didn't even know it was a Matt Fury play. Honestly, it's just like, for some reason, I know when something's a hero or a zero, and it's just been something I've been able to do. Even when a lot of times people don't want to talk about it, or, the chart doesn't look as perfect as it is, I'm just like, I can tell that this one has something. And Can Do has definitely been something that it has the lightning in the jar, and we just got to let the markets come to us so they can see what we have in this jar. But having Chads like yourself, having Chadettes like Nadine, having the whole community pull together is one of the reasons why I've stayed through the highs and the lows so close to this community, and to the extent of just like really getting you guys on Just Shop Crypto, because I think we can become the catalyst. I've always resonated with the mantra, I'm a go-getter. Like, I don't play around. If I see something and I want it, I'm gonna go get it. And I like my cake and eat it too. I'm not ashamed about that, but I'm gonna work my butt off for it, right? So when I heard this, we don't gamble, we work, that resonated with me, bro.
It's powerful stuff, and it's very real. And like, even looking at the article, like I don't know if you heard it in the article when I was like looking at coin market cap, which I even said before it, I was like, these are daily closes, and I do understand enough now about that. But emotions kick in, and I was like, wait, why can't I replicate this whole 22 million to 22 billion in 36 days? But Stacy, who is like an OG, is unbelievably talented and hardworking, and is kind of like I guess you call it like a beacon of light. I'm kind of learning like where to get my information, people that are, because there's a lot of noise out there in the crypto space. There's a lot of people who are chirping and acting like they know what they're talking about. They don't know jack shit, right? They don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not professing to be one of those people who knows what they're talking about. But like, we have some really talented people, and someone like yourself too, Rico. Like I can get a lot of stuff wrong in life, but I think I've realized that I may not ever be the smartest person in the room, almost guaranteed to never be, but I can find the smartest person in the room, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can do that. And like, I got like nervous, like, why I said it in the video. And of course, Stacey said, yes, can confirm she was a witness. Like, like I'm even doubting myself as I'm putting this thing together. But, I guess going back to the article, I don't know if this is a good segue or just awkward as fuck, but I'm
no, you're good. Like, go into it. You're doing good.
I went into the data and like,
yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm like doing this data and I'm like, oh, I'm getting a little bit like nervous. Let me go look at what's going on in the CerTic, right? And I went through this CerTic and I looked and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, 1 year ago, AKA, so what does that mean? That was 6 months ago. I'm no math teacher, so I don't want to hurt myself, but 6 months ago, we were pumping out about 4K tweets in 24 hours, right? And so I put this together, this picture collage from CerTic, because again, it reaffirms my belief in the community and my emotions, people's emotions, like they're going to kick in, and we have to find a way to to handle those and to positively deal with those in ourselves. Ultimately, we should all be responsible for ourselves, but if not, to hold each other accountable. And like, the data is right there, like 4K. Then a month later, we're at 5K. What is that? 2 months later, we hit 6K. And then at the end, and this is not a me thing, but you can't see it here, but Certic like changed their way they do this, and we're at 8K now. We're pumping out 8K mentions. For what is it? What are we considered, Rico? Are we a mid cap or a small cap?
We're all small caps, man. We're all into small until we get back.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
we're pumping out 8K, and that's just Certic's following us on X, right? When you start thinking about and looking at what people are doing and the blitzes on StockTwits, and the work on Reddit, we have people that make a Reddit article every day, and it might be clear, I enjoy writing, but I can't keep up that level of content every day.
Yeah, it's bullish.
And so the community really is the utility, and I get it now. Like, it seemed, because I didn't know, I was ignorant, but I get it now, right? There are people who are going to show up every day, and I heard Josh say something, or maybe Kevin, or maybe both, like, people have staked their lives on Kendu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not in terms of putting their lives in jeopardy of death, but in terms of getting out there and starting a business, right?
Yeah. Across
the world. Ishan over in Kolkata, India, is doing this Kendu entertainment thing. He's got night events. He's doing pickleball tournaments, and pickleball tournaments that are going to start actually being, maybe in September, or maybe even like this week, possibly, across India, not just in Kolkata anymore. Like, people are go-getters. They're hard workers. They're showing up every day, and it is really, really inspiring and inspirational. It's something like I've been thinking a lot about, and like trying to pass along to my kids, because this perception that you can get rich quick is just asinine. Like, that's not how it works. And maybe, I'll admit, Rico, just maybe in my head, I kind of thought I could bottle up lightning and make that happen. That's not the case. The only way that I was going to hit the generational, life-changing gains is through hard work and doing what I can. And I realize that now. And I feel lucky that, like, I found, like, this community, and that, these people around here just doing it every day, man. It's really special, and it's pretty inspiring.
It is, bro. I'm gonna share something with everybody, get everybody to follow what you guys got going on. Definitely give Kendu a follow at Kendu Inu, fam. Kendu is community, fam. Give them a follow. They got energy drinks. This is one of the reasons that I've been bullish on them. When you're reaching retail, at the end goal is adoption, fam. The end goal for all of this crypto stuff is for, just like everybody has internet, everybody has crypto. Now, if you got a good community, but a community that's just not standing by waiting for this to happen, and actually putting the efforts to get some products and services that are relevant to retail, because this is the end goal for crypto, is to bring retail in, and set up shop. So when they come in, you have something to offer them. I think this is tremendous. And one thing that I talk about the most, and I like, is because the evolution of energy drinks that I got to see growing up. I'm an 80s baby, and I got to see the evolution of energy drinks. And I've been talking about this a lot, because I think people sleep on the potential of the energy drink. It's like, when Red Bull came out, that was not like a splash hit. Like, people were laughing at this thing having wings on a bowl and stuff, right? I remember when the truck first started pulling up into the neighborhood and putting the cans in, we were like, what the heck is this? And like, when you look at Red Bull, what it did in the early stages, it was amazing, because they're doing what crypto communities do today. We go after a community base. Now you see Red Bull racing cars. Now you see Red Bull, MotoGP bikes. Now you see Red Bull skateboarding. Now you see Red Bull jumping out of planes. Red Bull is a community energy drink. That's the difference. Like, there's not like a Coca-Cola event where people are doing a Coca-Cola skateboarding. Like, and the power of energy drinks, I don't know, like the communities are very similar. And I think that everybody's excited about the energy drinks for its face value. Okay, it's cool. We got energy drinks in the store. It's next to Fanta, which to me is huge. But I think people fail to realize the potential exponential growth of an energy drink eventually being marketed to retail. That's the whole idea, right? It's not just for us to drink it. It's to eventually be so big, so synonymous with everybody that you start seeing this can do, logo on possibly a MotoGP bike, or, this is how you start to get the masses, or maybe you see it inside of the UFC fight and it's that big, or maybe you see, NBA players talking after game, what happened after the game, and instead of a Monster drink, there's a can do energy drink there. And I think that people need to understand that is really possible. If you look at everything else that's happened, this is how it all starts, man. This is how it all starts. Have you had any of the energy drink, man? Have you been getting, pumped up off of this stuff?
Oh, I was hoping I would dodge this question.
Nope.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Good, don't.
So
send you.
I don't drink coffee, and therefore you could probably guess.
Yeah.
I don't drink energy drinks. I did at one point. I think it was last summer. I got the Can Do energy drinks into like 2 different stores. I'll be honest, nothing really like around me, nothing really came of it, but I haven't actually tried them, but I did like give them to some of my buddies, friends. And they, they said it was really good. I've gotten rave reviews, and people in the community who I, like trust implicitly, I guess you would say, have said they're good, but I haven't tried it.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
I know. I gave it to my buddy, and I was like, "Dang it! I should have been around because like a sip of the energy drink is not going to hurt me." And I totally spaced and didn't take that opportunity. But I think I'm actually about to load up. I've got a plan. I'm gonna give a little thank you gift to my local dealership, and I think little pluggy plug here for Can Do Energy. I'm pretty sure. I think they've been restocked and they can be ordered again. So Can Do Energy went through another through 6K, and so I'm gonna buy some more and bring them in, and then maybe I'll take one out of the 12-pack or something and actually try it.
That sounds good, bro. It's all good.
I know I should have lied, but I can't do
that. No, don't lie. For what, man? For what? I mean, there's no need. There's no need to.
Can you hear my energy, Rico?
Yeah, you don't need it. I was gonna get to that. I was like, I thought you had an IV connected. Dude, the way that you act, I just thought that you had an IV.
Yo, it would be my poor wife. It would not even be. Yeah. That's what's up, man. So, bro, I do want to get to the rest of the part of the stream. If you got any like last parts of this, article, or any last words to like the Can Do community, I know you had some things to do as well. We're pulling up at the 40-minute mark. We got a few more projects to talk about, and I want to make sure that you get maybe one of your favorite parts. I think one of my favorite parts of the article is showing that if you had $1,000 of Shiba Inu, it had to go to like nothing, and you had to be like. You had to have some serious diamond hands. Like, people think that it was easy, but if we could zoom in on that and maybe or whatever you like and stuff. Any words for this pick, right?
Yes. I mean that's everything.
I pulled this up on the side. Basically, like that is. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, this is one. Honestly, I do think. I guess. If I'm using this as a chance to plug one more time, Can Do, I also think that it's really like, important. I thought this was pretty clever. I hope when I get back to the TG, everyone gives me shit, makes fun of me for being such an arrogant little twit. But, like if people are here and they're learning about Can Do, which quite frankly, if you are investing your money, you should be learning about what you're investing in, because it makes it a lot easier. And I think this is my plug, and it's also part of the the motivation as well for the article. Is like, you should know what you're investing in. Why are you getting this? Everyone, a lot of people, particularly those in whatever it's called, traditional finance, will refer to crypto and meme coins as just vaporware, and right. And even people in crypto, there's a lot of meme coins. They are there's nothing about them, right? But if you do your research, right, if you want to learn about Can Do, from about 8 minutes to 20 minutes, Josh talks about like what can do is. There's a couple other, articles. I know he had a really great, I think it was a reply one time as well. But if you go on, I think it's at Josh Kendu, his musings article has been something that I've shared with people as well, is really, really great. But this is like, learning about Kendu. And then, you can't talk about Kendu without talking about Kojak's article series. He does it once a month, and it really highlights what the Kendu community is getting up to in the course of that previous month, right? You can say whatever you want in this space, and there may not be any accountability, but I can tell you right now that what people are talking about and what people in Kendu are excited about is based on their research, the fact that they are immersed in the community, they stay active, and they know what is going on. That is like your armor against FUD and bullshit and the emotions of yourself or the emotions of others who are going to try to implant some tinfoil theories into your brain and let them grow like a fungus and take over. Kojak's articles really highlight what people are literally doing, right? That's what we do in Kendu. We do stuff, right?
Yeah.
We have that can-do attitude and we do stuff, right? And this is a great way. Like, this is the proof. Read them all. Dig in there, right? No one is going to force you to buy. You are ultimately responsible for pressing the buy button.
I'm going to force them to buy. Go hit CA in the TG and load your bag up. Just put a little bit in there, okay? You guys get rugged all the time. They already went through everything. They got this thing locked in. We always like to say not financial advice, but I think when the play's been alive and the community so strong, go put your helmets on. That's what I'm talking about, Ruben. Put your helmets on. Go get a bag, and just don't be cute in the chat. I want you guys actually going to go check out Kendu and putting that contract address in. That 0xAA95 contract address.
All right.
He said, all right.
Hey. I like this guy, huh?
Bro, this was amazing. We got to do this again, actually. Maybe we could get Kojak and maybe some more. I think this is huge for communities to really understand and hear the passion from the community members. Honestly, all that work you put into this article, all that information to, seal in your conviction. You have to do that. Those people who held through that Shiba Inu pump, man, they had to have conviction. I was really close to somebody who I seen their bag grow, exponentially. And they were absolutely in love with Shiba Inu. There was no way that you can get them to get rid of their Shiba Inu. And I remember the day when Shiba Inu went all the way up to 88, because that's one of my lucky numbers. 888, those are some really good numbers. And I remember I was like, maybe take a little bit of profit, but he was so bullish. It was like, he was like, I don't know. I was like, all right. But that was 2021, right? It was just insane. It was crazy, but I was there when I seen it happen. And he actually was one of those people that went through that downturn and really just kept holding and actually DCAing, so much so that a lot of things he was doing, he would take payment in Shiba Inu. That's how wild he was with the love of Shiba Inu. He was like, oh, just pay me in Shiba Inu then. I was like, bro, you're crazy. Like, you're going to have to, if you're going to pay, give me something that's real. But he was just loading up on Shiba Inu so much where, it turned into a 6-figure bag really, really fast, which was a nice chunky one for him.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah. I was actually passed out. We were watching it together, and I already had my YouTube channel, but I was over by his spot, and we were like up for a while, and especially in 2021, you were just up like nonstop, and I like went to sleep and passed out on the couch for a second. I woke up, and next, he's like sweating, and I'm like, dude, what the heck's wrong? He was like, it won't stop. He was like, I was like, it's not even hot in here. He was like, bro, he's like, it's going up, and I never seen my bag grow like this. And then we started looking at it. It was just one of those moments, like, I'm never gonna go back to doing anything else. I'm never gonna go back to, like, you can forget about, like, this is it right here, because he didn't work out. He wasn't doing jumping jacks. He was just sitting there, and the beads of sweat were coming off his forehead, because it was just his adrenaline was so pumped of just seeing this bag go from 100K, 200K, going past $300,000. Like, sheesh, that's crazy. How it starts compounding like that.
Oh, I'm ready for that banana zone, man. It's been a long grind. One of these people said, I think it was one of the Pepe tweets. He said, 288 days of sideways, they really paid the patience tax. And like, I've been starting to use that phrase because it's just so true. Like, And sometimes that tax is a little bit too much for people. We had some people leaving, and that's, you can't control. Sorry, you can only control what you can control. And, not everyone's going to make it, and that's okay. You're responsible for your own trades. But
so,
again,
bro,
I'm not going anywhere.
All right. No, it's all good. We're gonna have another one of these anyways, man. We got to have you up here again for the Can Do Chads, man. But that's really what it is. I mean, even myself, even as a developer, your patient gets tested no matter what. It's one of my strongest tools now. It's actually a cheat code of mine is my patients now, but I kind of got it gifted after the motorcycle accident. A lot of you guys know I walk with the cane and everything like that. So you have to be patient, boy. You have to think of your every move. Like, you're not forgetting your keys in the house, or you're not forgetting your cell phone in the house to have to, not like when you got two good legs and you're like, oh, I forgot that, and you just rub back in. It's like everything I do is so calculated, and it's helped me out be, when you're very calculated and you know what the plan is and you're sticking, like you plan your trade and you trade your plan, you have to be patient for this plan to come in. Like, you plant your seeds, you water your seeds. You have to wait for this stuff to bear some fruit before you can start eating. It takes some time. It really does.
Yeah, it's oh man, it's wild.
It
but you know what?
is.
Regarding just to snake bites its tail, I appreciate everything you do in the space. And I know there's probably some bias there because you've been this Can Do Chad for a while. But like I said before, you are a voice that I trust. And I really, for me personally in my journey, it's really important for me to start really honing in on, blocking out the voices I don't want to hear and trying to find a way to magnify the voices that I think are helpful and beneficial. And you really radiate that. And I kind of figured it out after watching a couple streams because of Can Do. So thank you for doing what you're doing. I hope everyone finds a quant as knowledgeable and helpful as yourself.
Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. We're definitely going to do this again, bro. You're a real
I'd love
Chad.
to, man. I'd love to. I'm sorry that I can't stay for the whole stream. It feels extremely
No, you're good. You're good, man.
I know you already said that. I know you said that off screen, but I do apologize for that.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good, bro. I got this.
All right, dude. Thank you, man.
It's all good, bro. You have a great day. Wish you and your family nothing but the best. Enjoy the rest of your guys' evening, and thank you for what you did. I hope Can Do as well, and what you did was work for my bag as well. Not only do I personally own Can Do, but XPX owns Can Do as well. So I appreciate you coming up in here, with your helmet on and working for my bag as well. And that's what it's all about. That's really what I resonate with, that I can count on people that while I'm catching my Z's, that I know there's people out there with their helmets on grinding for the same vision. So thank you so much for pulling up, man. I can't wait for the next one.
Dude, cheers. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Well, fam, what an amazing guest. We got an extended show. We're not done. We got some more projects to talk about that I'm really excited about. We're going to talk a little bit more about Can Do, talk a little bit more about the markets, go into XPX, go to some of the new plays. We got some new plays for you guys, and we're about to break over 200 people live on the stream. I think we should get some more people in here. How about we reset the room with some likes, some comments in the chat, some retweeting, some reposting in your Discord, all that good stuff, because we don't gamble, we work. Come over here, give the Can Do Chads a follow right here at Can Do Inu, man. Solid community. We're about to have something super special for you guys with the release of their merch on Just Shop Crypto. I'm so bullish to really create a storm. I'm not going to even hold back, Ruben. Can Do Jay, I'm not going to hold back. I want this merch to come by storm onto the X, and I want to see the whole Can Do community. I want to see XPX community members as well. I'm going to purchase some of this merch. It's about creating the catalyst, and that's something that I really resonate with. I just don't say that. That's why you guys see me pulling up all the time, so much so that people were like, this guy's crazy. He just keeps making more streams. He doesn't stop. He's just streaming nonstop. That's fine. I'm on a mission. This is my .com moment. It's also yours. It's up to you what you do with it. You can look back 20, 30 years and have a whole bunch of regret, or you can just deal with the pain of discipline today and really knock things out the park. So give Kendu a follow. If we go over to the chart, man, I'm so bullish on this chart right now. This consolidation is not going to last for too much longer. These are the psychological barriers I want all the Kendu Chads and Chadettes to work and grind towards. We build the buy wall together. We keep pushing really hard, and we make these things happen. Breaking that $17 million market cap, that $20 million market cap. But when we break the $50 million market cap, oh yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She's going to be all the way gone. It's going to be a lot of fun because this project and this community most definitely deserves that. And that's up here, this 51. So let's continue our consolidation. Here goes right here. This is that we break 50, and everybody who sold before or didn't hold or whatever it might be, they're going to come back and check this out. So this is that consolidation period. This is a good area to get in right now, because to me, this is the bottom of Kendu, and you guys don't want to miss out on obviously a community that continues to pull up for everybody. So talking about Kendu Chads and talking about their merch, let's go over to Just Shop Crypto. I want you guys to come check this out. We're already starting to create a catalyst with the CBC merch kind of being purchased all over. If you guys are a project out there, if you guys are a KOL, if you guys want to break out of your echo chamber, if you guys want to stop talking to the same people where you get some new traffic, some new eyes, get your project, get your merch, whether you're an NFT project, a KOL, blah, blah, blah. Get your merch over here listed. The next merch that's going to be listed, and we're almost done. I've seen it already. It is looking fire. Okay. I just seen it yesterday. It's looking crazy fire. This Kendu merch that's about to hit the scene. And when it hits the scene, I want you guys to load this up like crazy. Okay. And I want you making posts like crazy, because we're going to go ahead and create that catalyst. This is what it's all about. A lot of people say they want to do this, they want to do that, but that's just talk. We need to walk the walk. And Kendu Chad's XPX community, we're definitely walking the walk. We got Zach Humphreys walking the walk with us, and we got some more project that's also going to get listed on Just Shop Crypto very, very soon that I'm excited about. CBC merch is on the way to the Netherlands. Come on, man. Don't tell me that's not bullish. Don't tell me that's not bullish when you're creating a catalyst like this around the world. Instead of just standing there and we're going to make these things happen, fam. And I'm looking forward to this because, like the broski was saying, like the chat was saying, it's about the community, right? The community is part of the utility, but a lot of times people just leave their communities dormant. They're not doing nothing. They're just standing there waiting for, I don't know, something to come down from the. No, we're going to make it happen. We have to make it happen. And that's exactly what we're going to do over here. I want you guys to come support this website right here. Get your merch right now. If you buy, especially those who already bought this, send me a DM so I can, I'm a man of my word. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. So those who already started to buy the CBC merch and make posts about that on X, DM me so I can reimburse you with either some XPX or some Kendu for sure, because this is what making a catalyst and doing things is all about. This is what I really, really, really love to do, is not just stand by, is actually make some things happen. If you guys want to be a part of that, come over here to Just Shop Crypto. So Just Shop Crypto was launched by me and this amazing team. I mean, really, David, Marlon, and Ali. The Just Shop Crypto thing, these guys went overtime on the overtime on Just Shop Crypto. I have to give a big shout out to David, Marlon, and Ali when it comes to Just Shop Crypto and putting all that together. Those guys worked overtime on the overtime. That Just Shop Crypto was an idea, turned into paper inside of a Telegram, turned onto being real tangible, turned out to now merch being sent to the Netherlands. Okay, that's the type of team that is behind XPX Pay. This is an off-ramp solution project that I launched with that amazing team that I'm talking about, with a fantastic community sitting at a discount price of like $1.5 million market cap on a project that provides off-ramp solutions to the whole space. Whether you're an individual or a business that wants to off-ramp more than 70 different cryptocurrencies, this is the place to do it. This is the place to do it right now. And we're going to have more collabs coming. We're actually working on some upgrades. There's going to be some more things added to this. You guys are going to have more options, and I'm going to give you guys the alpha because there's some updates being done on the pay portal right now. There's going to be some more options of some more stuff in this department. Okay, it's coming soon. That's why there's been some downtime. We've been doing some upgrades on the API, but it's for a good reason, because there's going to be more options for you guys right here, and even some options for people that want cheaper fees. That's what we're doing. We're building nonstop. But right now, currently, you guys can come over here, get your gold XPX Pay Visa card, or get a tap to pay Visa card. Use it anywhere around the world. You guys can also do crypto bill payments, non-KYC, in 10 countries right now. Yes, that's doable. You guys can go ahead and do that. Come to crypto bill pay right here, and also do non-KYC gift cards. Okay, we know the holidays are going to be coming up. You guys want to buy somebody something, you guys want to keep getting more and more around like I keep doing, ordering Uber Eats, come over here to xpxpay.com, order your non-KYC gift card, and use your cryptocurrency in the real world. That's what it's meant to do. One way or another, green market, red market, you still got to eat. You still got to put gas in your car. Why not do it with the stuff that you believe in? Anyways, this is what's going to happen eventually. This is what's going to happen eventually. So whether you're going on a celebrity cruise and you're taking Rico out on a vacation and we're relaxing right here on this beautiful table together, drinking some beautiful orange juice, having a nice breakfast together, this is what we got to do. Look, we have some high limits for some people, depending what country you're in, that if you guys use these correctly, man, you guys can, man, 5K in the UK, that is wild. That's some powerful non-KYC use right there. Some countries, the limit on your gift card is insane. Okay, and you guys can use that pretty powerful 5K non-KYC gift card. That's crazy. You know, you can give somebody a car. You could do a lot of stuff. This is pretty wild. A lot of tech right here. Reading between the lines, you guys can also get that virtual card. Super bullish on all this technology because all roads leads to payments, fam. So right now, this amazing project right now with this amazing team, which we're about to break out. Mark my words. You guys are going to wait till you guys see some buys coming through instead of loading up right now because more projects are about to list. But we're in our route to all-time high. Just like I told you, BNB is going to go towards this all-time high. Keep breaking it. We are as well, fam. Load the truck up. I'm letting you guys know right now, this is one of the best-looking charts in DeFi. And at the same time, while you're loaded up, you can stake it up and make passive income while this team is delivering nonstop, while this community is pulling up and supportive of the team and everything we're doing. We are going to print together in this project, fam. I am looking at future millionaires when I look at people holding XPX. We're here to stay, fam. Since 2021, I've been dropping videos. I'm not going back to any kind of other scenario. I'm on YouTube doing crypto for the rest of my life till you guys put me in the dirt. That's about it. So since we launched XPX on one of the best launch pads out there, Smart DeFi, that means staking rewards during that whole time because we've been making passive income for over 14 months now. Yes, for over 14 months, we've been live, headed towards all-time high. This is a 17% supply burn. It's getting harder and harder to accumulate more and more XPX. Guys, do not just sit here, keep pulling up to these live streams and wasting your time when we have some serious contacts and some massive things going on for 2026. Are you anywhere else talking about 2026? Are you anywhere else talking about 2026? Well, you better be somewhere talking about 2026. Now, if you guys have time, okay, you guys can see, look at this Gen Z Media Marketing. Shout out to you guys. 131K followers. Really? What? Who's this? Action Rico Moneybags? No way. You guys might know these guys. And Action is a true pro, the one and only. He's something else. This man is something else. I got to say, Gen Z Media, you guys knocked it out the park. I got to say, Action, you're a real one. Shout out to Dabatola as well. We had so much fun and got so much work done. This is what I love about being in cryptocurrency. Not only did we go to the Rare Evo event, not only did we turn up and have fun, but then we get some real media coverage done for XPX, fam. I need you guys to know our contacts run really, really deep. We know a lot of great people in the space. And honestly, I truly feel blessed to be surrounded around all these great people. I really do. Like, this has just been organic stuff after organic stuff. I want you guys to come check this out. If you guys are new to XPX, you guys want to hear some things about this house was cracking, bro. What? These were everywhere. Those bottles are everywhere. This thing was so much fun. And I want you guys, if you guys are tuning in, shout out to Action. Like I said, shout out to everybody with the BC games as well. You know, there's some big things happening, fam, behind the scenes that people, while everybody's cheating their bags, there are big media companies, there are big gaming companies. They are aping into crypto, and the development of crypto is not slowing down. We're talking about a full-blown media house. This is crazy. Here in Las Vegas, where I live, it's wild, fam, okay? Thank you, Saphir. Because I'm on StreamYard. Thank you, Saphir. Thank you, Saphir. I'm on StreamYard, and OBS is the one that picks up my audio. But in order to have a guest up, I had to do it on Stream. Thank you for letting me know the audio wasn't on, bro. I'm over here listening to this. I want you guys to come over here and listen to this. That was my bad. That was a fumblerooski right there. All right. But usually we're on StreamYard, and then you guys can hear the audio with me. I mean, we're usually on OBS, and you guys can hear the audio with me. But we're on StreamYard because we have some guests on. But you know what? That's the kind of community that we have having my back for real. Thank you, bro. Nothing but love, bro. But come over here, check this out, man. If you look at our page right now, I'm actually pretty excited because if you look at everything that we've been doing, with these cards around the world, this media company, getting that Davatola's in the house. What's up, Davatola? But man, we got some good marketing going on. We got the BSE Gems alert, letting people know. We got 8K views on that. We got the whole community super active. We got ETH all-time high after all-time high, baby. And we're excited to be here, man. We got 223 people live with us on multiple platforms. This is what we're in crypto for. This is why, when a lot of people are fading crypto, you got people like Davatola, you got people like Doodlegenic still pulling up, giving you guys the alpha so you don't get lost in the sauce and fumble your bags, because you got people like Gen Z Media. You think they're worried about the dip in the market? They weren't worried. They're building nonstop. You got some of the best streamers, coming together and making amazing content. They're not slowing down like if the crypto market's over. Look at action right here. They're not slowing down, fam. They're not slowing down. Do you think any of these companies or anything that's going on is where, Bitcoin took a dip or anything like that? No, it is the time to build, collaborate. This is the biggest level of adoption ever to happen. And I don't want you guys to miss out, man, for sure. I'm going to be going to this house again. There's some amazing people that are there and promoting a lot of great stuff. I want to have some fun with BC Games. And since I live here in Vegas, it'd be kind of like, why wouldn't I? I mean, that's kind of just like pretty easy to make content. And the more content we make, the better it is, because content is king. So I want you guys to come over here and give Genzio Media, Genzio at Genzio Co. a follow. And make sure you guys got that bell notification lit. They're not slowing down, fam. This is something that's happening. Like, we're watching the next evolution of where you guys get your media coverage from. It's not going to be your Fox. It's not going to be your CNN. It's going to be crypto-oriented news for us. And I'm excited for that. And I'm also excited to be a part of it and watch it develop. And, for them to cover XPX, for them to talk to me like that, to just all the love that I got there was absolutely amazing. And that's not thanks to me, fam. That is thanks to these investors. If this thing was sitting on the floor and this was not a real project, that wouldn't even be happening. We're not going to have the Dabatolas and actions, say, yeah, bro, your chart's on the floor. You don't even got cards around the world. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not, but the fact, and that wasn't from me. This is all the holders coming together, the team coming together, and everything that we've actually done. And you know what? It would be nice to continue to grow Just Shop Crypto with media coverage companies, more influencers. This thing's going to keep growing, fam. This is the opportunity that we have right here. So before we go to the next project, I got Ken Do JP talking about, ETH pumping harder. Okay, we'll go to that really quick before we wrap up XPX. Let me just take a peek at it because I am a DJ with you guys. You guys know that, right? Whoo, look at BNB 900. Damatola, what's up? Let's go. They told us to sell everything. It was all over. Here we go, fam. All-time high after all-time high. Man, let's go. Can do. XPX. Oh my God, dude. That's why I don't fade the market. You can't scare me with, we're not going to have an altcoin season. Oh, you know what? This, that, and you're not going to shake an OG. It's not going to happen. I've been around the cycle too much. It's not going to happen. Let me know what you guys are excited about in the chat. We got 224 people live. We are on the StreamYard, so if there's any KOLs that don't have nothing to do and you guys are bored, let me know. We are on StreamYard. That's why earlier we couldn't hear no audio because usually OBS does that for me. But ETH is pumping, BNB's pumping, everything's pumping. Get ready for XPX to get the pumping as well, fam, okay? So get this. Oh my God. He's coming in. He's doing good. When the market's pumping and you see everybody coming in with their good jokes like that, everybody's happy, right? Everybody's opening their wallet all secretive somewhere else, and they're not letting nobody look over their shoulder and like, oh my God, I can't believe it. This is what we're doing in this space. So love this, man. Love Gen Z on media. You guys know what's up. I want you guys to give us a follow at XPX Token. Join our Telegram fam. Look, let me get this link for you guys. Join this Telegram. Okay, I was going to say, what's up with that? Okay, join this Telegram right here. Show this community some love. This is the XPX community. Like I said, the project I launched with an amazing team. These guys are everything to me. The integrity and loyalty we have to this project is absolutely amazing, and that alone earned so much of my respect from these guys because I absolutely love the team behind this project. And I love, sharing the stage with these guys because we have a serious heavy hitter. And I know we have millionaires in the making. We will break our $5 million market cap. We will give away the 5K. We will go to all-time highs, break $10 million market cap and go that much higher. It's just a matter of time. So get a bag and park it, man. You guys can see I haven't sold one XPX token. It's been over 14 months. I know we're sitting on $1 million bags. This is the easiest place to park some BNB and let the dev team cook. Let's go to some more projects. I got some more Matt Fury plays for you guys. I got to play. Yes, I've been talking about faith build projects. Have I not been talking about projects around faith? Now, I know some people might be like, what are you talking about? Yes, faith build projects are coming into the space, fam. Yes, this is a project right here, infiniteagape.io, a project that not only does things for themselves and things like that, but also other projects. And we'll get into that. But first, I want to cover a few things because this is actually my favorite book right here, the Book of Proverbs. Actually, honestly, it's kind of a little bit of my recipe of my everyday. This keeps my everything on point, everything on the P's and Q's. If you ask me, my favorite book of all time, even if like you removed it, let's say out of the Bible or whatever, and it's just looked at it as a book, that book right there is extremely powerful. So the Book of Proverbs right here, 3, 9, 10, honor the Lord with your wealth, then your barns will be filled to overflowing. And a lot of this, somebody likes the Book of Proverbs as much as I do, because this one right here is one that I kind of use a lot and I kind of talk about because it's kind of my philosophy of adding so much value to the marketplace that it comes back to you, right? A generous person will be prosperous, and one who gives others plenty of water will himself be given plenty. Provide so much value to the marketplace that it has no choice but to provide value back to you guys. All right. So that's kind of, a little bit of the sauce behind of what I do is the book. So I love that. That's all over this page. Honestly, that's kind of like how I move is with that. It keeps me on my, like I said, P's and Q's is good for you guys. But let's get into what this project's about and let you guys know how this project is going to help out your project. Yeah, I just said that. This project is going to be doing buys on other projects, right? So here at Infinite Agape, we value faith, family, and financial freedom. Our mission is to help our holders have all three by creating a robust ecosystem that creates a win-win for the projects, the charities, and our loyal community. I've been talking to you guys about like Jesus Coin, that this is something that's going to be coming in, right? This Proverbs 4:20 or something else. This is crypto, everybody. This is crypto. But you know what? This is something that I've been talking about for a while. If you guys, I remember people slept on the Polyfi meta and the political meta, and they waited till everything was pumping to actually start jumping in and then be exit liquidity. I'm letting you guys know right now, whether you're a believer or not, whether you're religious or not, wherever set that you're from, whatever it might be, there's going to be a meta around this, okay? There's no way if we expect, crypto adoption and a lot of the community, the retail and all these people coming in, how many of them go to church? How many of them are believing in something, whether, they're Christians, whether they're Muslims, whatever, they're Buddhists, or maybe they believe in nothing, whatever it might be. There's people that believe in stuff out there. And I'm letting you guys know right now, just like the Polyfi, the political meta that caught everybody off guard, I really think that this is another meta that as it gets stronger and stronger, and actually as more adoption starts to happen and more, retail starts to come in, you're going to find people that are going to gravitate to this. Mark my words. So Infinite Agape is a faith-inspired, purpose-driven cryptocurrency that channels infinite, selfless love agape into Web3. Every transaction funds three pillars: discovery of promising crypto projects, your project; charitable giving, which we do in the space all the time; and rewards for faithful holders, a 5% on-chain fee. the engine fuels the virtuous cycle while discouraging short-term speculation, right? So holders are definitely going to be doing pretty good. We covered this already, so let's go into this. The mission right here: empower our holders to nominate, vote, and bless both innovative projects, your project, and real-world charities through transparent, decentralized governance. So if you guys know about some charitable events that you guys want to help out, this could be one of those ways. And you guys are actually going to be seeing this happen, and we're going to be covering this on the live streams on here as well, where you guys are going to see actually these projects being supported, also these charitable events being supported. I know that this is going to be a meta, so I'm giving you guys the opportunity to get in on the meta before everybody's talking about it right here. So we got a global community where every blockchain interaction becomes an act of generosity and growth, right? So let's go into this part right here. This is kind of like the breakdown of what's actually going to be going on. So buy $500 worth of Agape, reward to the nominator of the winning project, accumulate USDT from reward pool by winning token, bought tokens airdrop to voters of winning nominations. So this is what it's going to look like for those that are voting, and then those projects will actually be getting buys on their chart. So this is a great way to not only create holders on their chart, but also a great way to nominate like the other projects that you're holding. Nobody holds one project. So if you have a project out there that you're bullish on, this is a great way to get even the Agape project bullish on your project, right? Because if they start seeing a lot of people vote for that project, they're most likely going to go get a bag, right? So 12 days for nominations, 2 days for voting. Results are visible to voters 1 hour ahead of the public declaration to allow Agape buy. Okay, so make sure you guys keep an eye on this play right here. I'm actually going to share the links for those that are interested. Let me grab these links right here for you guys. Boom, right here. Enter that. Let me grab this voting system so you guys can check this out. And then we're going to get to the chart and their X account. And you guys can kind of see, we're going to have actually the person behind this also as a guest up here. Like I said, we're growing this nonstop. If you guys want to learn more, this is their X account right here. Do not sleep on this. We're going to be moving this one pretty good. And like I said, this will be a meta. And right now the chart is where the floor is at. And definitely come check out his YouTube channel as well. He has a big following. Brad does on his YouTube channel. And this is only a matter of time. Got a lot of connections here in Las Vegas as well. So we'll definitely have some time to link up with him and learn a little bit more about what he has planned and what he's going to be doing for this whole space in general, right? So if you guys got more questions about Agape, Infinite Agape, join their Telegram. Let me go ahead and grab this link for you guys as well. And then we're going to talk about the chart. Go ahead and get a bag. I'm letting you guys know right now, this is the floor. We're going to be bringing in more holders. And this is just something that it's going to be one of those. There it goes. I told you guys, right? So if you guys have some BNB on the side right now, right? You guys got some BNB, or you guys are on the, BNB network, and you guys have got some USDT laying around because it is swapped by USDT. This is the area you guys want to look. Right now, it's sitting at 814K market cap. This market cap to liquidity ratio, it's not going to be hard to move this project. Did you see Billy the Goat? Yes, I saw Billy the Goat. So right here, this is where we're at with this one right here at 814K market cap. Obviously a launch did really good. It's been live for a couple months, almost 3 months, going on 3 months. And then this is where it turns around. They have the resources. This thing's about to be turning around. This is exactly where you want to look at for an entry on a project like this. We're going to run up Agape only at a 70K circulation market cap. I'm letting you guys know it won't take much to get this one to actually move. And yeah, so this is a very good look. If you're part of the Agape community right now, if you guys are listening, Agape, I know how these degens work, okay? If you build it, they will come. Agape, this is what we're going to work towards, right? Everybody who's listening right now, just get a bag. You guys know how we move stuff over here. This stuff's going to move. Once we break past this Infinite Agape, if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys are just tuning in, we break above this $1 million market cap and we start going like that. Now we don't even have to sell it no more. Now it's starting to do it on its own, because when you start seeing price action like that and you start seeing resistance being broken, if you build it, they will come, fam, okay? At the end of the day, people also want to make money. So the minute they see this thing come back to life, they might be, instead of getting in down here, they want to wait for this. Let's start to crawl this thing towards $1 million market cap. We're about to do some updates on Dex Screener, some updates on Dex Tools, really roll out some things to get this project some more exposure. So right now, you guys are kind of getting a little heads up on what's going to be going on with this project. So a lot more exposure coming around the corner. Don't miss out on this, because then slowly it's going to be over $1 million market cap. Then you're slowly going to see it over 1.2, 1.5, and then until we break all-time high and people start to FOMO all over this thing right here. So this one's on, the Binance Smart Chain. As far as what you're swapping for is USDT to Agape, fam. Okay, so give them a follow. Don't miss out on this one for sure. Low cap, ready to send. $1 million market cap break. And the FOMO begins. A little bit of that, what's going on? And a lot of people who sold and got out, they're like, maybe I should get back in. And when they start seeing the voting system actually work and we do everything like we said we're going to do, that actually makes this project go a lot further. So keep a close eye on Infinite Agape. I got another one for you guys. We got a Matt Fury play for you guys. Yes, we have a Matt Fury fire play. And man, we do good on Matt Fury plays. It's crazy. It's like Matt Fury plays found me almost, I swear, because the meta loves me for some reason. There's the dog meta, there's the cat meta. I hit on one cat, I hit on a couple dogs, but the Matt Fury plays, they're more frequent. I mean, they're into space making things happen, whether they're an ETH play or a Solana play. ETH plays are a little bit stronger because a little less cheating going on, but nonetheless, we got a good looking chart right here. This one is Blockyboy. We're going to go to their X account. We're going to go to their website, check this one out. But this is a money bag alert. This is one of those, again, Matt Fury plays that pop up on the channel. And next thing you know, you see it at a low market cap like this. When I say, remember I told you guys about this one underneath $1 million market cap. Now some, not always do fantastic. This is crypto. But the large percentage of these low caps that I find you guys really early of these healthy looking charts and not charts that are just slammed or, that don't look like they got anything going on, we do really good on this one. So let's go to the X account, learn more about Blockboy. What is Blockboy really about? At Blockboy ETH. Let's check out this right here. We got Blockboy is the main character from Matt Fury's latest book, Cortex Vortex. He's on one full page and featured on the second page. On the first page, he's seen next to four other main characters: Beast Seller, Strawberry, Mind FAK, and Gaspas. The name is also confirmed on the Zogs NFT collection, one of the few characters with a full page and continued name. Main character vibes, millions coming. Okay. I had to maximize my window. I thought you said something else. I was about to say, damn. I get it now. He said, whoo, Blockboy. No. Blockboy, fam. So let's look at these pictures really quick because, a lot comes from this right here, okay? A lot. Here goes that little NFT right there. We got ourselves a little Blockboy. Where is he at? Can you guys find him? Oh, he was so hidden. Oh, my God. It's almost like a secret character. It's almost like a secret character because you almost don't see him. Let me see. Is this the same amount of characters per row? 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. This might be a character too. People don't even know. If he did that same pattern, 2, 4, 5. Oh, I love the owl. Ooh. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4. There's got to be somebody right here too hidden. This is a person and this is a person, because that's the way I would look at it. I don't know if this has actually been made into a meme coin yet. Who is he? What is this? What is this guy? But this is some trippy art, man. This is some trippy art, and this art actually does really good. There's some hidden ones up above that we can't even see up here that are cut off that are probably going to become meme coins as well. I'm digging the owl one big time. I love the owl. But Blockboy is the heavy hitter right now. This is the Blockboy for everybody. There you go, standing up right off the page. Standing up out of the page and coming to life is what they're saying right here. Man, Matt Fury plays will always be a part of the space. It's Pepe. It's like there's no way that it's ever going to go anywhere. It is here to stay forever. And I'm glad that it's here to stay forever. It's really been a lot of fun printing on these Matt Fury plays. A lot of these plays, which, oh, now he's looking like me. There we go. I swear I've been getting this workout. I don't know if you guys know, there's like this ER gear or whatever. It's like a mini surfboard that you rock up and down. Man, that's why I've been getting some workouts in that, Oh my God. I'm trying to run next time I see Dabatola, so we can run around Vegas. I've been working out every day, working this leg out, bro. I swear. And but Black Boy's looking good. Look at it. This is the vibe right here. Black Boy, those look like my shades. He's got the Da Vinci's on. Let's go, Black Boy, with a drink in his hand. You guys thought this was Nas energy drink? No, everybody's gonna think it's something else in that Nas. Oh man, this is a Matt Fury play, fam. Very early, underneath $1 million market cap. We know that these metas do very well. They're pretty exciting, honestly, when they come around at a low market cap. It bums me out when we find a good one. It's already super, super high. But how many of these Matt Fury plays we found around these same market caps and you guys were able to print, right? Now, obviously, when the markets take a turn for the worse, if there's not a strong community around there, then it's hard for it to stay strong. But look at a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about lately has just been on absolute fire. And a lot of them are Matt Fury plays. These Matt Fury plays print. So even doing a little bit of printing right here with his green tongue sticking out. That's the printer right there. So Black Boy, is he the next printer? You guys let me know. Maybe you guys find an entry right here at 500K. I honestly believe that the markets are hot. You're seeing ETH, pump up so strong. This is on ETH. If ETH keeps pumping, this brings more exposure to this play. So keep an eye on Black Boy because it went exactly to $1 million market cap. Excuse me. And it has some serious potential to even go that much higher, fam. This is a solid play right here. This is a solid looking chart that you guys can put something in and watch it grow. If it starts doing that, break 1 million, go to 5 million, do the same thing. We have been getting into a lot of these plays, and I'll show you some of these as an example so you guys can see some of the plays that we called really early for you guys that you guys can still get in, right? This one over here, right around that 1 million. I like finding things right underneath that 5 million that you can, ape into if it's got a solid community in these things, because when it breaks 5 million, they get very parabolic. And even when they break 10, you see that 20, 30 million come so fast and you can make some serious gains. And I didn't make up the recipe. I didn't make up the pattern. I'm just acknowledging the pattern, right? This is another play that I found you guys underneath $5 million market cap, bumping 5 million, bumping 5 million, bumping 5 million. Then it breaks 5 million. Goes to 10, breaks 10, comes all the way up to 20 something million. This is the recipe that I'm just using, and I'm showing you guys how I look for these plays very early on, like this Black Boy like this that hasn't done all of that, but the meta is super strong. Like, this is fresh meta. I have not seen Black Boy. This is brand new stuff. So it's like it definitely has a potential that, with the right little, it could take off and go into this chasing 5, chasing 10, chasing 20, going as high as it can go, right? So keep an eye on these early plays that I bring you guys. They might take a little bit to develop, but whether or not they develop eventually, that's not the case. Like this Jerry the Turtle was a perfect example of how this meta was very strong. I never saw the turtle before. And, we were talking about it down here super early on this play with Jerry the Turtle and consolidating, doing this thing, people getting shooken out. And I think it's a great example of also a play when it comes all the way up here and it started hitting, 5 million, didn't want to go any lower. It turned right back around and the markets got hot and it moved exactly with the markets as well. So don't fade your great projects. If you got a strong meta, strong narrative, and you're seeing the strong community being built around it, don't fade this thing, right? So Jerry the Turtle, I think it has the potential to go a lot higher. They're actually not stopping their listing. They're not stopping everything that they're doing. They're really, what it seems like the dev team is really all in as far as getting this project the exposure that it deserves. This thing's been going crazy. YouTuber after YouTuber, influencer after influencer, KOL after KOL, listing after listing. And, if they were done with this, they wouldn't keep putting money into these listings if all they wanted was this. So they must be pushing this thing and getting more exposure because they want to take Jerry the Turtle to the next level. Now, if you like Jerry the Turtle, you're liking this pump action, like, man, that's nice. I wish I would have got in before, this whole $5 million, $10 million talk. Well, this is the other one that I found for you guys. This one I found even lower. It was underneath $1 million market cap, similar to what Black Boy is at right now. Similar, very looking chart very healthy, overall holding strong, not just this up, down, smack on the face, nothing there, no more, right? We're having the similar thing with kind of like Jerry the Turtle with this player. This one right here has very strong power because what if it starts to do what Jerry the Turtle did, where it's hitting $5 million market cap, hitting $5 million market cap, and then breaks 10 million, which I already have marked up for a reason. they go higher. How high they go after that, I am very transparent with this community. I don't know. I know that I've noticed this pattern happen so many times that I'm not here to try to break the code on it. I'm here to just follow the treasure map. And the treasure map is it breaks 5, it finds 10. The minute the community breaks $10 million market cap, the market makers come in and the thing goes high. How high? I don't know. Sometimes they go to 15, 20. Sometimes they go to 30, 40. I've seen them even go all the way up to like 70 mil and then come back down. And I'm going to show you guys some more examples. We're going to put in some overtime on the stream. We got just around 250 people live. I'm in a trade that's up 121%. Let's go. The markets belong to us, fam. I'm telling you right now. And I'm just a pattern-driven person. That's it. So I think that this one has the potential, right? Let me know in the chat if you guys ever saw this cartoon. I mean, this cartoon hits hard, fam. This cartoon hits really, really hard. Poor dog, right? But brand recognition is half the battle in the space. So you got a dog like this that's actually, already has brand recognition halfway done. A lot of the space is going to know what this dog is about. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Let's go to the X account, get a vibe for what's going on. Let's talk about some more projects. We got one of the hottest streams on X right now. I need you guys to turn up and share this even more. And you guys might have some solid projects you guys want me to check out. Let me know in the chat what you're bullish on. What are you aping into? What are you trading? Let me know right now. So, fresh posts right now. Do not fade this thing. Okay, this is 14 minutes ago. You guys want alpha? You guys want some alpha? I said, hey, when I seen this post the other day, remember the other one that I brought you this post before they started working with Shiba Inu? You guys got to get in super early before all this Shiba Inu talk. If we scroll down, I mean, I was super early. You guys got to get in on this. Check this out. Right here. I said, I doubt that they're going to do this, and that's it. I doubt that they're going to do this one post August 9th, right? And that's it with the Shiba Inu stuff. I said, nah, I don't know, but I just feel like I doubt that they're just going to do one quick post by Shiba Inu and they're not going to put more pressure on this. That wouldn't make any sense. And here we go. We scroll up now and we see exactly that pressure being put on again. When the markets get hot. Do you guys think that this was done today, or do you guys think that this was already in the works, waiting for when the market got hot? Do you think that they hit up Shiba Inu today, 16 minutes ago, and was like, Shiba Inu, can you make a post for us? Or do you think that while everybody was paper handing and while everybody was being shooken out of the market, the big players know what's up, man? The market's not, they belong to us. This was already in the works. This was already in the works, fam. This was already in the works. So do not fade these things that you guys see in the space. There's a massive amount of potential going on right now with these plays. So here we go. Sheeb and CC Dog, $50,000 giveaway. That's a lot. That's not a little. That's a lot. Coming from the Shiba Inu page, this thing's going to look at it. Already has 6,400 views. 16 minutes old. You don't think the traction is going to come over here and check this thing out? Look at this candle growing right before your guys' eyes. Let's see. Get ready. So I think, Jerry the Turtle didn't put this recipe with the Shiba Inu stuff, but if I'm looking at this one like Jerry the Turtle and we're seeing this like, break it, hitting the five, I think that a small bag in here would not hurt you. They wouldn't be paying whatever they cost to get Shiba Inu to post about them if it was just for $5 million market cap. They want to take this higher. ETH is pumping strong. We're about to have FOMO come into this market. Retail's about to come in, fam. This is crazy bullish for all of us. So, right now it's at 4.2 million, consolidating until it has a massive, massive breakout. It breaks $10 million market cap. This thing's going to go a lot higher. We talked about this so early at around, underneath $1 million market cap. Still, to me, very early. And I think they're playing the recipe that has the potential to, when it breaks 10 million, you'll see it go to 20, 30 million. But what happens is the market takes a dip and you see everybody paper handing a project that has a dev team working nonstop behind the scenes to get the next push ready for the next wave of marketing and exposure to the project. So CC Dog, fire play right here. Let's look at some more plays. Let's bring up Jesus Coin as well. Shout out to Jesus Coin, one of the project. Man, we're up 117% on the trade. Whoa. Oh my God. Appreciate you guys pulling up. We got Jesus Coin right here at $6.4 million market cap. Definitely give this one a follow. It's a massive things going on with this one. You guys heard me mention them. But this is one of the projects that I covered because, like I said, and even when I was talking about Agape, if you guys think that faith-built projects are not going to come into the market and it's not going to be a meta, you got another thing coming. You see how many people you see how many people are in the stadium? Let me just, got a bag to the moon. Look at how many people are in this stadium. Do you guys understand that if each of them had access to crypto, which they all will, and they just buy a little bit of Jesus coin, that thing's going to fly? Do not sleep on this meta that's going to happen. If we want adoption, we have to think about all the things that come with adoption. What does that exactly mean? What are some of the benefits? What are the downsides? And I really think that this is a meta. Imagine this whole stadium buying Jesus coin. I mean, they can each buy $100 worth of Jesus coin, and next thing you know, every KOL is going to be talking about it because it's going to send so hard. And whether it happens today, tomorrow, the next day, retail is going to come into the space, and retail is going to load up on projects like this. So make sure you guys check out Jesus Tokens. Also give the Crypto Church a follow. Shout out to Prophet Bear for doing all this stuff over here. And they are 501c3, fam. So this is huge. This is huge. This is huge right here. So get ready for this stuff right here. All right. So I got a bag of this one over here. Like I said before, I could have got out. This hit 90 million at one point, and I got in on the dip. It was actually a good point where I got in because it did rally back up to like 40 something mil. And then it's come back down. But this is the next wave of what's going to happen for this project. It's just a matter of time as we wait for retail to come in and starts to solidify itself in the space. So let's see what else we got. We got this one as well. This is a play that I want you guys to keep an eye on for my Cardano people. This is Husky right here. I met a lot of Cardano people at the Rare Evo event at the Top Golf. This is one of the plays that they're bullish on, and I think this one has sending potential. I think as more people that love Cardano are a little bit more okay, the Cardano people are kind of like the Bitcoin people. You know, if you're not on the actual just holding Cardano, everything else is almost like a scam almost. You know, they're like the Bitcoin people. If you talked about Ethereum was a meme coin at the BTC conference. That was like the biggest eye opener ever at the Orange Pill conference. At the Orange Pill conference, if you talk to a Orange Pill BTC lover, if you mention ETH, you might as well just mention Dogecoin. You might as well just mention a meme coin because that's how they felt about Ethereum. And the Cardano people kind of have a little bit of that feeling too with a very Cardano maxi, but I would not sleep on the potential of some of these Cardano meme coins to really have some explosive things to happen. I mean, they don't even got their deck screener updated and stuff. They could do some of that, and they're sitting at 26 million. If you got some Cardano in a wallet somewhere, come over here to this play right here, park a little bit. The Cardano people are super well connected, and all they're going to do is keep building. Cardano's not going to stop. I'm super bullish on Cardano after that event. And Cardano will break all-time high. Cardano will have its hype as well, and more people will continue to build on Cardano. If you guys saw some of the people that were there, they can care less about every other chain. All they want to do is build on Cardano. They're bullish on Cardano, and there are people that are going to actually just do just that, build on Cardano, make Cardano more bullish. And how do you make chains more bullish? Meme coins. That's why meme coins have a place, because if you try to get a bunch of people to buy into Cardano because of how fast it does transactions and all that stuff, nobody cares. But if you can get everybody to jump into a Husky where it's a dog, or the snake on Cardano, you got a really good chance of getting people's attention to then be, hey, then I like Cardano even that much more. So I would be looking for the next Cardano play that could do this. The next Cardano play that can go to 382 million. If you think that there's not another one out there, you got another thing coming. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be this one right here? You know, cock-a-doodle-doo? But I would really start to look at some of these Cardano plays. Look at the next up-and-coming thing, because this is going to develop as these people want to do something with that Cardano pumps. Maybe they're going to be buying SNEC. And I know some alpha for SNEC, but I actually can't say this alpha. But there's some alpha for this play. This play has massive pull. Massive pull. They're and it's, you know, basically just, you know, CTO'd almost in a way, but they're very well connected, fam. So they're going to be doing some big things in the space. Do not sleep on SNEC. Huge Cardano play right here, and definitely tapping into things in retail. So you're going to see SNEC stuff in retail. Let me see on their website, see if they got anything about that, because I've been getting some alpha from the Cardano people for sure. Yeah, there's nothing on here about that. I can tell right away. So don't sleep on this. You see how they got SNEC energy? You know, that this stuff right here, they already have reach to retail. There's some more things that I can't mention right now, but this is a lot of stuff that I'm getting really close to is people that can get into getting stuff into retail. So, I mean, they're going to be doing some more things. Let's tiptoe about that. Let's keep it. Yeah, let's tiptoe around that, right? So that's what I'll tell you guys, that it's going to be more stuff just like you see right here for retail, but a really, really big industry, a really big market. And they want to do that, man. And I've been tapped in with them. You know, we off-ramp Cardano on XPX Pay. So this could be really massive for a lot of stuff in the future for us. Some of these things take time. A lot of this stuff is 2026. I know a lot of people don't want to hear about getting even more rich in 2026. They want to hear stuff right now. But hey, if you're going to be here for multi-cycle, you might as well have some plays and some seeds planted to print for you years ahead. Unless you're planning on deleting your Telegram, unless you plan on deleting your X, unless you plan on deleting your MetaMask, Phantom Wallet, Trust Wallet, whatever kind of wallet you're using. If you're here to stay, then you need to find some plays for every part of this cycle and just stay bullish on it and have a lot of fun in it. I know I'm having a great time right now. Looking at these trades develop, it's really nice. Let's look at BTC. And if you guys don't have any more projects, we've been live for about almost an hour and a half, or a little bit over an hour and a half, which is extremely bullish. But yeah, we'll continue our day and do some more back end stuff. But BTC 4-hour chart looking really good. 116, 117. Go to the 1-hour chart. There you go. Breaking over the 50 moving, breaking over the 200. This is all good. Look at this whole time. We were underneath the 200 moving average. So now we're seeing BTC, probably going to fill this gap, head towards, 120. Looking pretty cool. I mean, the markets are hot right now. The markets are extremely bullish. This is one of the best times to have a lot of fun trading because the liquidity's there, the volume's there. It's like boom, 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 boom. And you guys can print back to back. All right, this is very doable in the space. Definitely tap in. I think we got just about everything wrapped up, fam. Unless you guys got something. We had a great chat from the Kendo community come in. We covered a lot of great projects, some meme coins, some heavy hitters, some early ones for you guys to get in right now. Blockboy is probably going to be that next hitter to do some of the CC Dog stuff. We brought you guys some fresh alpha from CC Dog, that fresh post from Shiba Inu right there. If you're not holding a bag of that one, we got Jerry the Turtle holding super strong right now at 15 million. Natural supports and resistance, making things happen. I think the next leg up past 20-something million, this thing just sends a lot higher. We got XPX really ready to break out, go towards all-time high too. I'm super bullish on this. You guys got to be pumped up about this. Look at this. This is right over that 1.5. It does not take much to move us right now. Let's break all-time high and create some FOMO, because it's right around the corner. As we continue to grow this thing and the asset backing keeps picking up, as BNB keeps going up, it's going to be easy for you guys to print on XPX. This chart is primed to go to all-time high. So tell a friend to tell a friend. There's somebody right now that you have not gotten into XPX that you guys can get in, and we could all make this happen together and break this all-time high. At $5 million market cap, we're giving away $5K. At $5 million market cap, we're giving away $5K. I can't wait for that to happen. That's going to be a catalyst in itself. People posting about it, maybe people aping back into XPX, buying some more. And we're also going to be giving away $2,000 worth of XPX to a project who gets listed as a bigger package on Just Shop Crypto. So basically $7,000 giveaway at $5 million market cap. Let's get there together. We're definitely going to print. After $5 million, this project gets to do what every other project gets to do. We've been grinding for over 14 months, 1 year, 2 months, 12 days, putting in that work. This is what we do. Break 5 million, go to 10 million. The minute you break 10 million, I've been having this up here for a while. We got to move it over, everybody. We got to put it over here. This is what happens. Every project comes to life at 10 million. Underneath 10 million is the proving grounds. The market's testing your conviction. That's just the truth. I don't want to lie to you guys. We have to push it. We have to grind hard. But this is the hottest market to do it in. The minute we break $10 million market cap, the market makers come in, all the people with their bots set trade, the liquidity sticker, so more whales jump in. The thing sends hard. And we already had our token redistribution. So this time when we break all-time high, the same people that got in super early on XPX and was blessed with some early bags on this multi-billion-dollar project, I believe it will be, fumbled them. And we have a great potential to go ahead and head in that direction. I want to set my goals right now to top 100 cryptocurrencies, go up there and be right next to, the likes of PayPal and providing very similar, if not better, off-ramp solutions for not just individuals, but for businesses and everybody in this space. So this was a fire stream, man. If you guys want to come over here, support this amazing project, you guys can actually do it over here on PancakeSwap as well. Buy it on Smart DeFi is nice because you guys can stake it right after that, but it's up to you guys how you guys want to load up on XPX, but definitely get a bag, fam. I'm telling you, everybody down here missed out, man. Just load up. Welcome to the Infinite Agape family, Rico. Appreciate you guys, man. Really do appreciate you guys. We're about to send that thing. Definitely tell a friend to tell a friend that that's the bottom on Infinite Agape, and we're going to push that thing higher. It's time for you guys to load up on there and start building those floors. Let's break $1 million market cap on Infinite Agape. Let's break our all-time high on XPX. And if you build it, they will come, fam. You have to build the wall of FOMO. Buy after buy, big or small, they all add up and push for the same cause. So I'm going to get some more work done behind the scenes. Appreciate you guys for pulling up. This was a fire stream. Make sure you guys pull up tomorrow. This was almost a 2-hour stream. 256 people live with us on X, on another X account on YouTube. And we're going to be adding some more social media accounts to be streaming off of as well. So don't miss out for that. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back, experience abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later. Have a great day, everybody. This was a fire stream. Thank you guys for pulling up.